What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to this week's first episode of the greatest podcast on turf. I'm Anthony.
I'm Ryan.
It's NBA playoff time.
Our yearly fight.
Yeah. Already had some disagreements as we were discussing this before we got on air. But yeah, this is our NBA playoff predictions video. We'll do another one when the finals come around, talking about finals, getting in depth about that. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Click that subscribe button if you guys are listening to this. We're back on Spotify and Apple. We took a break from podcasting for a minute. And before we get into it, here's a word from our sponsor.
Little Italy Pizzeria, located in Townsend, Delaware. Be sure to come in and check it out. Let them know that the greatest podcast on turf sent you. They will take care of you. So proof that you're subscribed to, that you listen to us, they will hook you up with an additional discount. And he'll buy your meal if you do it when he's there.
Yep, here we go. Starting with the play-in tournament, we'll go Western Conference and over to the Eastern Conference because that's where most of our differences lie, I feel like. First play-in game, we got the Los Angeles Lakers versus the Minnesota Timberwolves.
I'm taking Lakers in this one. I'm not sure it's too close. I'm not sure there's an argument in this one.
Nope.
Rudy Gobert isn't even traveling.
And he sucks.
Might be the worst trade in history.
Not even a difference maker.
Anthony Davis is playing absolutely out of his mind.
So is LeBron.
So when you pair that up, they're going to win a game.
Yeah, I mean, I pretty much covered all the basics. Yeah, I'm taking the Lakers in this one as well, and I'm really not thinking too much into it. Next up, we got the Thunder versus the Pelicans.
I like the Pelicans. I'm not willing to argue because I don't really care. But I guess Brandon Ingram and CJ McCollum have more experience than Shai Gilgeous and friends. So, give me the Pelicans.
I went with the Thunder on this one. Again, I'm not willing to argue. I can see why you would go with the Pelicans. I think the Thunder have kind of just been hot all year, and I don't think the Pelicans...
Pelicans ended a little stronger. So
yeah, that's fair. But the Thunder have been kind of hot all year. Shea played out of his mind this year, and I just think that in a one game, the Thunder beat the Pelicans, which then, in my scenario, it would equal to the Timberwolves versus the Thunder. Whoever wins that game would win and get in for a series versus Denver, and Ryan's would be the Timberwolves versus the Pelicans.
Correct.
In my scenario, I am taking the Thunder again versus the Minnesota Timberwolves. I don't like the Timberwolves. I don't think they're that good. I think they're one of the worst ran franchises in all of the NBA. Yeah, I like Anthony Edwards. Karl Towns is okay, but I just don't think that the Timberwolves deserve to be in the playoffs. So I'm rocking with the Thunder beating the Timberwolves for the final play-in seed.
I'm taking the Timberwolves. I think that there's a chance that fight help tighten them up a little bit. Who knows, really? I think either way, they're both losing to Denver.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I guess just give me Ant Edwards and Karl Anthony Towns and possibly Rudy Gobert. We don't really know because he's not traveling with the Lakers. So. But give me those two guys against the Thunder. No disrespect to the Thunder. They'll be around soon enough.
Here we go. Western Conference round 1. We got the Denver Nuggets versus the Thunder in my case and the Timberwolves in your case. And I think we can both agree that Denver's taking the series.
Yeah, I'm taking Denver in this one. The Joker is the best player in this series.
Yeah.
They're the number 1 seed for a reason. I'm not sure how far of a push that they're going to make it, but they have a solid team, and they're going to get through this not very hard.
Yeah, I agree. I have Denver sweeping them, but just to throw it out there. But I think whoever gets the final play-in spot is...
It's probably 5.
Yeah. There's always a couple sweeps in the first round. Like, there always is, I feel like, at least one. So it's like... Yeah. I just played that into account when I did the bracket. I actually took the time. But yeah, I think Denver wins. The only way Denver doesn't make it out of the first round is if somehow the Lakers have to play them. But in that case, it's not happening. Next up, we got Ryan.
Sorry to cut you off, but you know playing is never won a seed or a round.
Really?
Yeah.
Lakers are going to make history.
Guess so. When I heard that, I was like, damn. But yeah.
Next up, we got Ryan's favorite Phoenix Suns versus his other favorite Los Angeles Clippers.
Yeah. I originally had the Clippers in this one in 7.
You want to tell them how far you had the Clippers going?
I had the Clippers winning. Or not. I had them getting to the finals. And then I saw that Paul George wasn't going to be ready at the start. And if he's not ready at the start, it means he's not going to be ready at the end. And he's just going to play through it, even if he is able to play. And, I mean, we would need Kawhi to have an absolute masterclass in order to beat this Phoenix team.
Yeah.
Him and Russell Westbrook would need to go nuclear to do this. And I wouldn't even sit here and say I'd be surprised if they do it.
No.
But I'm not going to predict them to do it. So give me Phoenix in this one. They've been playing good with KD.
I mean, yeah, I took Phoenix as well. I think we're really going to see how the lack of depth affects Phoenix in this series.
Because
the Clippers are, at least 10 deep?
They're deep.
So, I hope D-Book, KD, and friends are ready to play 40 minutes of basketball to try and win a championship because they have zero depth, and we said it when the Kevin Durant trade happened. They have absolutely zero depth, and we said, what if they play a Clippers who are 10, 12 deep?
Clippers need to push them to 7 for the NBA because if Phoenix gets a couple fours, and everybody else is in trouble.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think that if Paul George is playing, I think we have a whole different series on our hands. I think that this could be an instant classic series. KD versus Russ.
Probably the best two teams in the West.
I mean, yeah, if you really think about it. Because, I think Phoenix does take it just because they are missing Paul George, who's their second best player. Mm-hmm. The Clippers are deeper. It's props to them, but I just think without Paul George, I think this team really, I think it's going to be a lot harder for them to hang with the Suns and how hot they've been when Kevin Durant's been on the court.
I agree.
So I rocked with the Suns. Next up, we got the number 3 Sacramento Kings versus the number 6 Golden State Warriors. Yeah.
They've been killing the Kings, so
maybe
Warriors.
Sacramento squeezes out a game, but I could see Golden State just sweeping. They're getting healthy. Yeah. So, it's Sacramento, yeah, they had a great regular season. De'Aaron Fox finally played how I kind of always thought he would. He's proved he's all-star caliber, all-NBA caliber, so props to them. The future's looking kind of bright, but I think that they got dealt a shitty hand having to play Golden State first round. Then we got, I think this is both of us, right? Memphis versus Lakers. Lakers. I'm rocking with the Lakers in this one. I think the Lakers are going to have to play a lot of basketball games up until the finals where I think they're going.
And the Lakers are the last team that should be playing a lot of basketball games.
Yeah. Because it sucks because you could say this for a lot of teams, but especially the Lakers. Just based off their track record and some of the players on this team, they're an injury away from just getting gunned down.
That's why they won in the bubble. They literally had a break.
Yeah, a fully healthy Lakers is scary. We've seen how good they're playing. The moves they made at the trade deadline have paid off big time. So, it's tough because I'm a Memphis guy and I'd love to see Memphis make a run, but it sucks for me just because LeBron's my favorite player and I think the Lakers are going to go to the finals. So I took the Lakers in this one, but I do think the Lakers are going to have to play a lot of games, and I don't think Memphis is going to let up easily. But I think LeBron is going to come out here and humble the young guns.
I took the Lakers in this one also. I don't think the Lakers make a deep run because of the stress that they've already put on. Like Anthony Davis has had a lot of stress on him, and I'm not sure that he can continue that. I've said he's one of the best players in basketball when he plays. And he's been playing. He's been proving me right, but that man don't play that much. And we might see that soon. Hopefully he stays healthy, obviously. But I got the Lakers winning this one against Memphis, and we'll see about the next one.
The Lakers kind of did everything we said they had to do. Was Anthony Davis had just dick up play and win games and make the playoffs, and that's kind of what they did.
And their role players have been playing good. They've been playing good defense, so.
Yeah, that's props to them. Malik Beasley, Jarrett Vanderbilt, and D'Angelo Russell were huge acquisitions for them at the trade deadline. Hachimura has been another guy. Moving on to the semifinals in the West, Denver versus Phoenix. I took Phoenix in 6.
I took Phoenix also. KD is better than anybody else on that team. But yeah. Denver's a solid squad.
Yeah,
it's going to be Phoenix. It's going to be another Clippers test. Denver is deep.
Yeah,
they're a solid team through and through. They might not have the necessary star power. They have less star power than the Clippers. More if Paul George don't play. But
yeah,
Phoenix got two pretty hefty challenges, I would say.
Oh
two teams that could push them and are going to give them the full time of a game.
They just got to go ball. If KD and D-Book just go ball and hoop.
They didn't get a Golden State Warriors route with Sacramento.
Yes.
They didn't get a Milwaukee route with Cleveland and the Knicks.
Yeah.
They have to play some basketball.
Oh, yeah. And, like we said, it's going to come down to see if these guys, the Suns only 4 can be durable and play. Because there's a chance that they have to play 14 games in the first 2 rounds. Because I think the Clippers and Nuggets are very capable of taking the Suns to 7 games.
I agree.
I don't think that that's a long shot. That's not saying much at all, honestly. So, I mean, it's really just going to, because D-Book had some injuries this year. CP3 is always up and down. Kevin Durant, we know how he's been the past few years. So, I mean, it's really just going to be a test of durability and can these guys hang and play.
Should have kept Bridges. He'll play.
Yeah. I mean, if they can play, we're going to see if they can play 35, 40 minutes a night, every other night, every 2-3 nights in the playoffs, traveling back and forth. So it's going to be a big test for Phoenix. Then we got Golden State versus the Lakers. LeBron versus Steph in the second round. Again, I took the Lakers over the Grizzlies in 7, and I'm taking the Lakers over the Warriors in 7. Bron beat him before. They've beat Bron before. But I can't. I'm not. Yes, they have Curry on the other side, so this could be contradicting my statement, but I will never bet against the GOAT. I'm not going to sit here and say, and that's no disrespect to Golden State at all. The winner of this series is my pick to win the finals, or to make the finals out of the Western Conference. The winner of this series, if it plays out this way, Golden State and Lakers. Just because I think they are the 2 most veteran and probably the most well-rounded teams here. Besides maybe a Clippers who just have a lot of star power and they're deep. But I have the winner of this series making the finals. It's no disrespect to Golden State, Steph, and all them. But I just think the Lakers do it. I love LeBron. So I'm taking LeBron and I'm riding him until the wheels fall off.
I took Golden State in this one. It's really just the simple fact that the Lakers are going to be playing a lot of basketball games. They've had no type of rest. They had to do the play-in. Golden State doesn't have to do the play-in. I think they're going to be fresher. That's really all it comes down to.
Yeah.
I agree with Anthony in terms of whatever team wins, I think makes it to the finals. I think the Lakers can beat Phoenix as long as they're, still healthy. But that's kind of what I'm worried about. I'm worried about them being tired.
Yeah. Then the Western Conference Finals. In my case, it's Lakers Suns. In Ryan's case, it's Warriors Suns. I'll let you go.
I took the Warriors. I hate the Suns.
I know you do. You always have since I was back in them in 2015.
They can stay, not in the finals. Give me the Warriors in this one.
Yeah, and the Lakers Suns, I took the Lakers. I'm not going to sit here and just go on the same spiel I just went on. It's no disrespect to the Suns. I've been a big Suns guy. Not a fan, but I've liked the Suns and D-Book for a while. Ryan will attest. But I'm rocking with the Lakers in this one. I would love nothing more than to see LeBron win another championship and shut everybody the fuck up.
Jumping over to East Side.
Here we go.
Miami versus Atlanta, the first playing game. Winner gets Boston. Who do you like?
I like Miami. I took Miami. Call it what you want. I don't think Atlanta was really that good this season. I guess they finished
mid.
Okay down the stretch, but
they were they would win 2 games and lose 2 games or something. They set a record for it.
Miami's the veteran team here. We all know how Jimmy Butler gets around playoff time. He gets locked in. It don't matter how bad they are. They were good this year. They were okay this year. Jimmy Butler did his thing. Bam Adebayo did his thing. Tyler Hero had a good year, and just a bunch of their role players had good years. So I'm taking Miami in this one. I think Miami's just a better team than Atlanta.
I took Miami also, but I also wouldn't surprise me if Atlanta won, just because Atlanta's one of those teams that if they're hot, then
yeah,
they're going to be hard to beat. However, I think Miami shuts them down, and I think Jimmy Butler goes and sees Boston, even though he probably don't want to. But Milwaukee and Boston might be the best 2 teams in basketball.
Then we got Chicago versus the Raptors for the other play-in spot. The winner of this game plays the loser of the Hawks-Heat game. In this case, I took Chicago beating the Raptors. DeMar DeRozan's been playing good this year, and the Raptors, I think the Raptors are just a mid-team with a few good players, but no one great. Fred VanVleet, he's good for what he does. He's good for Toronto. Pascal Siakam, he's just always, I feel like he's Mr. Inconsistent. I feel like he starts off the year slow, then he gets hot, and then just cools off and finishes mid. It just takes him a while to get going. Who else is on that team? OG,
Scotty Barnes.
newbie. Scotty Barnes. I should know this. My 2K player's on the Raptors.
You should. If you got any assists at all, you should.
I'm averaging about 35 and 9. So, I'm getting...
On rookie.
That's how you earn them. I play on pro because pro you get to keep the full VC you get. Because if you play on rookie, you only get, I think, 60% of your VC. But if you play on pro, you get all of it pretty much. So I just play on pro and get...
Hall of Fame.
No. Was it you who I played 2K with on Hall of Fame and I couldn't make a layup?
Probably, maybe. Wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, but 2K is so hard with the higher difficulties. But no, I took the Bulls to beat the Raptors in this one. I just think the Bulls are the better team.
I took the Raptors. I feel like they're more consistent. The Bulls are... I don't really know what to expect for the Bulls.
Whole lot of mid.
This game is a whole lot of mid. I feel like Toronto has been in the playoffs for the last 15 years.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like. So give me Toronto in this one, and I don't think either of us have them advancing.
No. I had the Hawks versus Bulls for the final play-in, and I took the Bulls.
I took the Hawks beating the Bulls because I think if you give Atlanta 2 games, they'll win one of them.
That's fair. Then round 1, I have the Bucks versus Bulls, which means you have...
Bucks versus Atlanta. Don't really matter to me, though.
Because I'm taking Milwaukee.
So am I.
I had Milwaukee in 5.
I had them in 4.
I just feel like Milwaukee they'll give up 1. Giannis will shoot 1 for 30 from free throws, and they'll just blow it.
But other than that, Drew Holiday and Giannis going to do their thing.
Chris Middleton.
Drew Holiday and
Brook
Giannis
Lopez.
going to do their thing. Brolo?
Brolo, yup.
Big shot, Bob.
Playoff BP, baby. Cleveland versus the Knicks. I took Cleveland in 5. Knicks, I don't care how good they played. We saw them do this last year or 2 years ago. They played great, finished hot as shit, then got swept by Atlanta.
Yes, they got destroyed.
Because Trae Young took the Garden. The Knicks should be honored. I'm giving them a game in this one versus Cleveland just because I think Cleveland's one of the deeper teams in the entire playoffs in terms of depth and their power that they have on that team to maybe possibly make a run. But I'm taking Cleveland versus the Knicks, and I really don't think the Knicks have a shot.
I'm taking Cleveland also. Donovan Mitchell's been playing absolutely out of his mind this year, and he's probably going to hang up. I'm going to say he's going to hang up 240 pieces on him.
Probably. I wouldn't sit here. I'm not going to sit here and argue that because the Knicks are just the Knicks are going to nick.
The Knicks are going to nick, and Donovan Mitchell and Trae Young are going to own real estate in New York.
The Garden.
And Stephen A is going to be pissed.
Yup. Sixers Nets. Sixers in 5 just because Bridges will have his 30, 40-point game, and the Sixers are just notorious for blowing games.
Is there a Sixer killer on the Nets? I feel like there's got to be.
Ben Simmons. But I don't even think he's playing.
He literally is a Sixer killer.
Ben Simmons literally ruined the franchise.
He set it back a little bit.
I guess.
Seth Curry coming for revenge.
Shit.
Cam Johnson, Dorian Finney-Smith, Spencer Dinwiddie.
Whole lot of... You just skipped right over Joe Harris and Patty Mills, really?
Cam Thomas. Dude, if Cam Thomas has a Cam Thomas game on you guys,
I'll be so mad.
It would be so funny if you lost to this team, and it wouldn't even surprise me.
At that point, if the Sixers lose to Brooklyn round 1, I can't even be mad just because it's the Sixers thing to do, and I just can put the blame on Doc Rivers, and he'll finally get ran out of Philly.
I mean, if you lose to this team...
this is our 3rd year around NBA playoffs, and I'm sure we're going to have our annual What Happened to the Sixers video with me crying on the thumbnail because we've done it 2 years in a row.
If it happens against Brooklyn, then, damn.
I'm just going to sit here and let you talk and just...
I don't even know what to say at that point.
I don't either. It's just going to be 15 minutes of just Doc Rivers slander.
I guess, yeah.
Boston versus... Miami.
Boston.
In 4.
In 4.
They did it last year.
They'll do it again.
Yup. Then we got in the semifinals, we got Milwaukee versus Cleveland. I have Milwaukee in 6.
I took Milwaukee in 4.
Really?
Milwaukee's going to go in 4 the first time. They're going to be rested up, kick back. They might blow one, but I don't think they have any problems with Cleveland.
No more Donovan Mitchell praise and 40 pieces and...
Okay, I'll do Milwaukee in 5 because Donovan Mitchell's going to hang up a 40.
I can see... maybe I'm sleeping on Milwaukee a little bit, or I just overhyping Cleveland. I could see this going 7. Cleveland is good.
They might be, but It's hard to back a team that hasn't been there.
That's fair. I can understand that.
And that's what I always do, and it's never really proved me too much wrong. So.
And I just looked at the next game and my stomach dropped a little bit.
Philly Boston. How you feeling?
All right. I plan on doing it. Glasses off. I can't see a thing.
Glasses, you should put them in the shirt.
All right, I'll redo
like
it.
Colin was the other day. He's a real GM.
I'll redo it.
Yep. It's still Philly Boston.
I was trying to see how many games I said. Sixers and 4. It's like, nah, I have Sixers and 7. I need to put my glasses. I literally can't see a thing. Like, I can't see the OU logo clearly on the helmet.
You read it?
Because I knew what it said. It's not like I'm here every day. Philly Boston. I'm sure there will be money on this series within the greatest podcast on turf.
I'll put one on.
I will.
Okay.
You know the bank account situation, though, so let's not throw out a dumbass number that's unrealistic for Anthony to pay if it comes down to it.
We'll just discuss it off the books.
Yes, off the books. Here we go. I have the Sixers winning in 7. Why, Anthony? Why do you have the Sixers in 7? We're so due. We are so due.
Is that what we're going with?
Last time these two teams played, pretty sure the Sixers won, and we finished the season series 1-3. Or 1-3, excuse me.
Are you counting regular season when Embiid dropped 50 and Jaylen Brown didn't play and you barely won? Embiid had to have a career game in order to beat him without Jaylen Brown?
Anyways, the Sixers have the MVP of the season. It's written in stone. He got the scoring title. We have the NBA assist leader in James Harden. We got Tyrese Maxey coming off the bench. We got Bang Bang Niang.
Now we're reaching. Let's go. Keep going. Who else you got?
We got PJ Tucker.
Here's the depth chart. You forgot
Jalen
Tobias
McDaniels.
Harris. The biggest waste of money.
I was getting there. I was saving him for last because he's not worth my goddamn time, Ryan. We got number 12 for the Sixers. Not even going to say his name because he sucks. Big fucking waste of money. I mean, Mac McClung's been playing out of his mind in the G League. Shake Milton, DeAnthony Melton.
How was the Dwayne Dedmon acquired?
Studs.
Okay.
Dwayne Dedmon.
You said Montrezl Harrell?
Yes,
What the hell is he doing?
demoted because Paul Reed is our
Oh my god.
6'8" backup center for some fucking reason. When Montrezl Harrell's literally a tentacious rebounder and just gets boards and plays aggressive. But 6'8" Paul Reed is the answer to back up Joel.
Horrible. Holy shit.
Stop it.
Shake Milton, DeAnthony Melton, Jalen McDaniels, Niang, and Paul Reed.
Okay, with Dedmon and Harrell right there.
Look at this bench. Brogdon, it's not Jaylen Brown. Derek White, it's not Jason Tatum. What the hell?
You see all them DDs?
Grant Williams.
See all them double Ds?
Yeah, they didn't play because they were chilling.
Give a shit.
See all these double Ds?
Okay, the Celtics might be a little bit deeper than the Sixers, but they don't have... The Sixers have the best player in the series in Joel Embiid and the third best player in the series in James Harden.
Give me Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown over Embiid and
No.
Harden.
No, Embiid's MVP. What
I
the
don't
fuck
care.
has
I
Jason
don't
Tatum
care.
done?
He's beat the Sixers like every time he played them.
And when does that matter?
When they play?
Jason Tatum record versus Sixers. Probably something fucking stupid. It's probably some dumbass number that's just going to make Anthony mad.
It's going to be so bad. That's playoffs too. 20-9. Holy shit.
And it's fine because after this series, it'll be 20-9. 20-13.
I mean, that's bad. 8-1. Damn.
And it's going to be 8-5.
8-1 in the playoffs against y'all. Holy shit.
There's something special about the Sixers team. Embiid's finally getting the respect he deserves. He's going to be the MVP, and he's going to go prove why. And if that's him dropping 50 a night, averaging 50, that's fine. He's going to do it. They don't have anyone holding Embiid's nuts on
They
that
have
team.
Al Horford, Rob Williams, and Blake Griffin.
Okay. There's one guy there you said I'll give some credit to, and it's
Who?
Blake Griffin. It's like
The worst one.
No, it's Robert Williams. But Al Horford sucks. Embiid's MVP.
He doesn't suck. He's really good against y'all.
Embiid is playing out of his mind.
Al Horford's
Harden's doing
great
his
against
thing.
y'all.
Tyrese is doing his thing. The Sixers are going to be so fine, and the Sixers are going to beat the Celtics, and it's really not close.
Grant Williams.
Who?
You don't know Grant Williams?
Didn't he average, 5 points a game this year? He don't play.
8.
I'm sorry.
And he's pretty good at the 3-ball. And he's pretty good at defending.
All right, let's hear I want to hear your predictions now. Enough of me.
I just took Boston in 4 just to piss you off. I mean, Jason Tatum might lose one game considering he's 9-1 against you in the playoffs, but he ain't losing more than one. It's really just as simple as that. I mean, the
My
Sixers
glasses are fogging up. I'm getting
The Sixers
pissed
got
off.
3 or 4 players. PJ Tucker, I think he's fine. Like, I think he was a good playoff acquisition. Yeah.
PJ Tucker's Al Horford. He's going to shut down JT.
Yeah.
Slap the floor and knock him the fuck down.
Yeah, all right. And I think it was a fine acquisition. I mean, the starting lineup's good. James Harden, Maxey, Tobias, PJ Tucker, and Joel Embiid. However, there's a lot of wasted money there that we don't need to talk about.
Thanks.
But
I've been saying it for 3 years.
There's only
thanks.
there's only like a couple players on this team that are like good, and like the rest just suck. Whereas you look at Boston, and they are deep as hell. 1,
Congratulations.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Are we really counting Blake Griffin as
Yes, we
depth?
are counting Blake Griffin.
What? Blake Griffin sucks.
We are counting.
He
Blake
averaged
Griffin.
4 points a game.
We're counting Blake Griffin.
I mean, you forgot the best one, Peyton Pritchard, who had a triple-double yesterday.
You see that guy from Memphis had like 40 points?
Yeah,
no, don't count.
and fucking Udonis Haslem at 20.
Okay, I don't care.
It's like...
Listen, Marcus Smart, one of the best defenders in the league. Robert Williams, one of the best defenders in the league. Marcus Smart's going to dog James Harden. Rob Williams going to block the hell out of Embiid. So who's left? Tobias? I mean, come on.
You're talking crazy, Ryan.
If the fate of the universe is on Tobias Harris, how good are you feeling?
I can't deal. I'm feeling confident because the Sixers are going to streak.
You're feeling confident because you're paying him $30 million a year
Thanks,
to be
Dick.
mid.
Then, moving on, Eastern Conference Finals. I have Milwaukee Sixers, and Ryan has Celtics Milwaukee. I took the Sixers to win this in 6 or 7 games.
I took Milwaukee because Boston has a gauntlet of a schedule.
Oh, so now you'll finally hop off of Boston?
No, I think either Milwaukee or Boston are winning the finals, but
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
I just said they're the best 2 teams in basketball. It's just unfortunate they got to play each other. But Boston has to play the Heat.
And Philly.
I mean, if they take care of the Heat, in decent time, we know they're getting rid of Philly in 4. So it might be it's a toss up. You know what I mean?
Just, I can't. I'm not. I hate that I just bite every time because it's the same. We have the same conversation 5-6 times a year around this time, so I'm not even worried. And your opinion does not matter to me in this scenario.
It does though. It definitely does.
I hate you so. You're so right. God damn.
I need about the Sixers.
I need some of that present over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Christ. NBA Finals. I have Lakers Sixers. I literally can't choose because either way. Because if I choose the Lakers, the group chat, oh, you're a fake fan. Duh. But if I choose the Sixers, it's going against everything I believe in, and I'm betting against the GOAT. So I just think that this is going to be the NBA Finals, Lakers Sixers.
I'm surprised you didn't change it up and take Cleveland.
No, I'm rocking with the Sixers.
Oh, so you're taking the Sixers and you're going against
I'm
the
rocking
GOAT?
with the Sixers to come out of the East.
I'm taking Milwaukee,
That's fair.
but it's either Milwaukee or Boston. And
Respect.
I'm making that clear.
Mm-hmm. But when the Sixers get there, I'm expecting Anthony Blaze Alentrio. You are right. I want my full name. I want Anthony. I can't believe I said my middle name, Alentrio. You're right.
Okay. I'm not worried.
I'm not either.
You got to beat Boston and Milwaukee.
I ain't
and
worried.
Brooklyn. You got to beat Brooklyn.
We're still afloat. We ain't worried.
You lost to the Hawks, the Heat.
We ain't worried. We're still afloat.
You're a little worried.
I'm not worried about nothing.
Should I look and see how deep the Nets are?
Yeah, okay. Whole lot of fucking mid. It's like the Sixers bench, just with like two and a half lineups. Just mid.
Spencer.
Mikal Bridges is their best player.
Cam Johnson, Dorian Finney-Smith, Nick Claxton.
When your second best player is Spencer Dinwiddie, that's all I need to know.
Seth Curry off the bench to shoot. Joe Harris.
Unless it's the Dallas Mavericks and they have Luka as their best player. When Mikal Bridges is your best player, that tells me all I need to know. Sixers in 4 or 5.
Patty Mills to run the bench with Seth Curry, Joe Harris, and Cam Thomas.
Cam Thomas got moved to third string after that. It's crazy.
Royce O'Neal, Jazz legend. No, we'll see.
Yeah, all right. I'll leave it off with this. My pick. Thank you guys for, first of all, thank you guys for watching and listening. We appreciate it if you guys made this far. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I will say my pick to win the finals is the